Hey, what's going on? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, here with DFS Army, and I'm going to bring you another 5-pick of prize picks, over-unders. If you're not a member of the site, head on over there, use promo code DFSArmy, and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And again, this is one of the simplest ways to play fantasy. You're just basically going over-under on fantasy points, but they also have the single stat system as well, where they have points, rebounds, and assists. And I do have a few of them on this card that I like, so I'll go through my favorite 5 picks. And again, I'll show you the website version, but they also have the Google Play Store as well as the iOS App Store for you iOS users. Again, the mobile app is slick. You can use that as well. And if you're, if you get overwhelmed on a massive 10-game slate like this, maybe this is something that you want to try and still have a good time watching the games. Again, really love this site. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload these videos, because once I upload these videos, sometimes these lines can move. So you want to make sure you watch this video soon so you can get on these plays. So with that, let's jump in and see what the 5 plays are today. All right, as you can see, I have the 5 plays up here. I have the website version. Like I said, you can still go over and grab the app in the App Store and the Google Store and the iOS Store to get your mobile version if you want to use that instead. But it's easy for me to explain the picks here and the reason that I like them. Again, there's a lot of ways to go today. It's a massive 10-game slate. Depending on a bit of injury news, we might have some more plays open up. We drop them over in our VIP channel at DFS Army. We got guys in there talking hockey picks, League of Legends picks, college basketball. They're in there all day long. We're helping each other out, hoping to win a little bit of money. So if you want to jump in there and get in some of those picks, head on over, sign up, use promo code CashCake, save yourself 10%. And get access to that VIP chat room that we have. But with that, let's dive into these 5 plays, and I will rank them again in order that I like them. And yeah, let's just dive right into this. For the first pick that I like here, I don't know how popular it's going to be, but I'm actually going to go under 12.5 rebounds for Enes Kanter. Going up against Milwaukee. Milwaukee is they don't give up a lot of points or anything in the paint. He struggled against Milwaukee in the past. And even in good matchups, like this is still a high number for rebounds. He's only crossed this, twice in the last 5 games, and they were much easier matchups in Houston and at OKC. I don't think we're going to quite get there. Robert Covington coming back as well. We might see Robert Covington at the 5, and they run some stretches where they put Melo at the 4. And so maybe we don't see the 34, 33 minutes out of Kanter, where we see more closer to the 28 to 30 minutes, and it'll be a lot harder for him to get this over at 12.5 rebounds. So I'm leaning the under on Enes Kanter, 12.5 rebounds. I just don't think they get there. I don't think he gets enough run. So that is my reasoning for him. Second one here, the second pick that I like, again, this one is LaMelo Ball at over 29 fantasy points. Now, Terry Rozier is questionable this game. If Terry Rozier did sit, I would like this play even more. Yes, they're going up against Miami. Miami, though, has been struggling. They got Jimmy Butler back, but they also have their own injury news that they're waiting on. Tyler Hero's questionable. Dragic's questionable. So, Butler might be expending even more energy on the offensive side, where LaMelo Ball on the FanDuel, where we use scoring like that, particular to FanDuel over here on Prize Picks. He's great for the blocks. He's great for the steals. He does everything. He does the, assists, rebounds. Over his last 2 games, he's actually played 31 and 30 minutes, putting up 57 and 34 fantasy points, which would crush this over of 29. So again, I like this here. He's double-digit shots his last 2 games. I think he keeps it going here, and I just like the over. If he gets 3 or 4 steals, they add up in a hurry to get over this over. And I just think it's a little too low. This line should be closer to like 33 or 34 in my opinion. So we got a little bit of value on this line. The next one here, I'm going to go Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 21.5 real life points, not fantasy points, but real points. again, over his, it's basically his show. We do have, with Hill out, Al Horford is back, and that kind of helps Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Al Horford's actually been shooting the ball really well, and you'll actually see him as a pick in here as well. But again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 21.5 points. He's put up this 4 out of the last 5 times, 24, 21, 24, 23, and 30. I think he keeps it going and scoring here against a Houston team that I don't think is that great defensively. Oladipo and Wall and Wood, they're going to put up points, but I also think they're going to give up a lot of points. And with that, I think Shai is going to easily get this over. So I do like over 21.5 fantasy points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The next one here, I'm just going to go right to his running mate here, Al Horford. Again, Al Horford is back. He's been out a while. His wife just had a baby, so the old baby narrative. But the last 2 games back, he's been really well. Shot 15 and 12 times. He's actually shot double digits the last 6 games he's actually played. And he's scored 4 out of the last 5 times that they've played. He scored 16, 21, 10, 22, and 15 real-life points. He's been shooting that 3 ball a lot. I think we're still going to continue to see him being aggressive on the offensive end. I like this over 12.5 points. I think he does get there, especially with the double-digit shot attempts and 15 and 12 the last 2 games back, and only shooting 40% from the field last game and putting up 16 real-life points. So I do like this over 12.5 points for Al Horford as well. And then the last one here, bring up Chris Middleton over 5.5 assists. This game they're going up against Portland, and they could run away with this, but they've been moving the ball around really well, and Chris Middleton has actually been fantastic at moving the ball around, facilitating. He's actually went over this number. What we got here? 4 out of the last 5 times. 4 assists, 8, 7, 7, 7. And even before that, 2 out of the last 3 times. So I think this number is a little bit light. If you don't like this number, this one I was on the fence on as my 5th pick in confidence. If you don't like that, I'm going to give you a bonus 6th pick here that I do like. And actually, it's the same guy, but there's two stats that I do like. So actually, I'll give you 2 extra bonus ones in this video as well. So you can't play both of them because it's the same guy, but I'll go through both of them as well. And that is Ja Morant. Ja Morant over 20.5 points. I just missed this the other day. I had this as a prop bet, and he scored 19 points. Shot 57% from the field, which is good. I just think this is a great game environment, and I do like the over on this 20.5 fantasy points. But again, it's a low confidence because I think that number is pretty decent. But again, he put up 19 points here, put up 44 real life points. I think his second game back here, he gets in the flow, the rust comes off a little bit. I do like the over for him there. And then the other one, if you didn't like that one for Ja Morant, the other one that I was researching that I did like was Ja Morant over 7.5 assists. He's put up 11 and 10 assists over his last 2 games. And against the Spurs this year, he's put up 11 assists and 9 assists. So I think there's a little bit of value there where he's getting his teammates involved. There's no Joval here. So I do like those. If you don't really like the Middleton one, those are 2 extra picks that I was kind of researching this morning that I think you can kind of dive on here. So those are the picks today. Again, head on over to prizepicks.com. Use promo code DFSArmy. Get 100% instant deposit bonus. Match up to $100. Again, you can play two picks, up to 5 picks, up to 10 extra money. Really depends on how you want to play. It's a lot of fun to get in there. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's keep cranking these videos out and making some money. With that, I'm Cash Cake for DFS Army. Deuces.